Hey, welcome to my channel, Apex Traveler. Please hit the like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be kept up to date on all the videos that I drop. Okay, let's jump right into it. What is a passport bro? Okay, let me explain what a passport bro is. A passport bro is not a man who just going overseas to meet women. The true definition of a passport bro is a black man who's got his passport or encouraging black men to get their passports to travel overseas to explore their options. And the options meaning economically, because the cost of living in a majority of overseas countries is way less than it is in America. So having $30,000, $40,000 here in another country, it can go way further because the dollar is stronger overseas. Also, investments. A man can get into real estate, open up restaurants, whatever he doing, he can make it happen there at a lower cost than what he could in America without all the red tape, being there. Like you got to do so much before you start a business here, but overseas, they're not putting you through all that craziness that you have to go through in order to start your business. So now also being able to see that it's more than America out there. America have you thinking it's the only country on earth. The rest of the world is third world or not as safe or don't have this and that. That's a lie. So when brothers go over there and really see like, oh snap, this weather, it could be the weather. This weather is beautiful, or the ocean, just the whole culture can make this man realize, okay, America's not the only option. Now, some men do go to meet women, but men and women are finding wives. They're getting married. The date. I mean, when you going overseas, you might met a woman or whatnot, maybe on Tinder or wherever you met her at, and y'all build a bond and y'all whichever route y'all go. But so there's nothing wrong with dating, but they make it seem like passport bros are just going strictly overseas to meet women and this and that. But the reality is that they on vacation. What's wrong with a black man going to vacation? And if you want to meet a woman, what's wrong with that? You feel me? What's wrong with him want to treat a woman, to date? I mean, out to eat, whatever they doing, spend time with the lady. So a lot of people talking about the passport bros. They can't get women in the States. A lot of us men can get women in the States. It's just that we want to explore other options, because even myself, I went through a lot of, things with women here. And I had to realize, I'm like, okay, am I too much of a good man? Or am I too romantic? Am I too loving? And I had to realize, okay, most of the women never met a real man. Or most might not want a real man. A real man might be too much for some of these women, because you got some women that might want to control a man. They want a man who's doing less, so it don't make them have to step their game up. And I realized I find women overseas more intelligent. Like the conversation, I feel like we can conversate more without all the other stuff. You feel me? Or they're not really just conversing with me just for the benefit. Like it ain't just the conversation is mutual. It's not like, okay, how can you benefit me? That's not the goal. Like I'm not judged off how I dress. Like I don't have to be fly to make a woman feel like, okay, that's the ideal man. Because one thing I found, that women overseas, they still look at the original way of things, meaning if a man works, provides, treats her nice, etc., okay, those are the qualities that make him a good man in her eyes. But in America, it's like you can do all those things or have all those things, but the only thing that matters is the material aspect. It's the only thing that matters to a lot of American women. You judge all financial status. A woman might tell a man he need to have all this kind of money, but she's not making this kind of money. You feel me, man? She's not driving this kind of car. So it just all like America just feel transactional. Everything just feel transactional, and that's why so many single households here. And a lot of women need to go overseas and spend some time there and just learn what being feminine is about. You feel me? Learn how a woman should treat her man, carry her man. You won't see these women telling the man, go fix your own plate, or or feel like it's a burden to do that, you know, or feel like it's a burden to do certain things. Like it makes her a slave, you know. Women overseas take pride in doing for their man, you know, having his back, supporting them, cheering them on, because family is the top goal overseas. It's not the money, it's family. So when a man go overseas and he meet a woman that give him that feeling, like that, it kind of take your mind back in time, like it kind of like take your mind back in time where it's supposed to be, and you be like, oh snap. You're like, hold on, this is the original way things supposed to be. It don't supposed to be the woman trying to be the man. So that's why a lot of brothers go overseas. It's not just for sex. You know, people gonna do what they do. You got women go overseas for sex as well, but that's not the goal. It's to explore his options. You know, that's outside of America. Even myself, I done been to Mexico, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, and Africa. So going to those different countries, okay, Africa hit me the most. So that's one country I can see myself staying in. And being there, I see how far my money can go. Some people rent $100 a month. Some people rent $50 a month, $250 a month. I'm talking about 2 or 3 nice bedrooms. So I'm saying to myself, okay, that's like half of what my rent is, or 3. That's like way lower than what my rent is. My rent, you know, it's $475 right here in America. I'm in Anderson, South Carolina, but it's not the average rent. I just got lucky, you know what I mean? So, but to see rent $100 a month and how cheap the food prices is, they got, like in Africa, they got these rides called a matatu or tuk-tuk. You might pay them $1. They might take you 20, 30 minutes away, you feel me? I'm like, oh, that's like 80% cheaper than what an Uber charge you, feel me? So sometimes you don't even need a vehicle overseas. You know, if you want to, it's a plus, but you don't really need one because the local transportation is so cheap. They got motorbike guys that'll take you, you know, anywhere. So that's what Passport Bros is all about. A black man exploring his options. Please hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. I got more content to come.